Hey everybody, it's your girl Tina here, and I'm here to show you all how to form a zine. I've been getting a lot of questions and my subbies asking if I can demonstrate and show how to form the zine. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you all how easy it is to form your zine. These are some zines that I've made. Love them. And all you need is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of copy paper. Let's dive in. All right, here's our 8.5 by 11 sheet of copy paper. Simple steps. Here we go. Take this sheet of paper, turn it this way, and fold in half. Now, if you looked on YouTube, it's a lot of videos out there. It's a lot of people demonstrating and showing how to do a zine. This is the way that I found was easiest and best for Tina. This is the way I like to form my zine. Fold it in half, and this is what you get. Now, you're going to take this paper, turn it this way, and you're going to fold it in half again. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. So you went from 2 sides to 4 squares. Now you're going to flip this over. The crease is going to be in the inside. And this is what I do. I take this paper and I fold it to the half crease like this. Making sure it's even. Once I know it's up against that wall, I crease. Okay. A lot of people use bone folders. I don't use this because this is nothing but copy paper. So I just take my fingers and crease it that way. Now I've turned it to the opposite side. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this side and fold it to the crease. Once it hit the wall, I just make sure that it's even at the bottom. And I crease, right? Very simple. Again, this is how I found to be the simplest for me. So this is what you have. So you went from 2 to 4, and now you have 8 squares. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. The next step, I cut on the fold line. Now, if you watch the videos off YouTube, some people do not like to do this step until the very end, to after they have created their zine, after they have made copies, and then they cut. For me, I like to cut at this point because I want to know exactly where I'm laying everything down. Now, when you cut your zine, you only cutting through the middle 4 squares. So you start here, and you come all the way down, and you stop. Okay? So, this is what you have. If you fold it back in half, you have an open space, right? If you take it, you should have an open space. Okay. Now, the next step that I do, because I want to make sure that I keep my zine in order as I'm designing it. So I number my pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, remember, you have 6 pages, a front and a back. Those are your 8 squares. I turn the page. And I continue. 5, 6, back, and front. This is a very important step because you will lose count and space of what is going on in your zine as you're designing. So I highly recommend that you do not delete this step. All right, so now I turn around. I have my first page facing me. Okay, and I lift this up like a tent on the corners. All I do is squeeze it in, right? I lay it, okay? Now, I'm going to turn this because I want the front page facing me standing up. This is how I know the beginning. And then I just lay it flat. The creases is already in the paper. You just reinforce them, as you can see, right? And then you're going to fold again. This is your zine. Okay? Front is right there. So you open up, you have the front page, page 1 and 2, page 3 and 4, page 5 and 6, and then you have the back. That's all to it, you all. Now, once I begin and lay out and form my zine, this is what I have. Now, this is what I do. I go ahead and I use Post-it notes as I begin to design. So, this zine that I'm designing right here is actually this. Okay, Cinema Giants. So, what I did was I took Post-it notes. First of all, I decided who I wanted to include in my zine. And as you can see, I have the 5 names, right? Once again, I numbered it. I numbered it back and front. And then I put the Post-it notes. So I'll know where I wanted to place everybody at. Does that make sense? All right. And let me show you how that looks. This is this. Okay, just simple like that. All right, so then once I do that, I begin to plan out, write out, or whatever it is that I want to design on there. This is an example of creating without folding my paper. I did not fold my paper. I did not cut the paper. What I did was I used a ruler and I tried to measure out my 8 sections. Now, I did not like this. I tried it because this is basically what a lot of people do on YouTube, but it didn't work for me. I struggled with putting this zine together simply because my placement of the boxes were not correct, and it was just hard. I had to keep readjusting and readjusting. Okay, so this is why I say I do not like this. Now, this is how it copied out. A lot of people don't want to fold because they don't want the fold marks in the copy once they complete the zine. Okay, and so this is how a copy, you see there's no line marks, no indentations or anything like that. Now, let me show you one that I created and I did it the way that I like with the folds. Let's do this one. All right, here we go. This is the original. So, in this original, I did all the steps that I showed you, and I folded it real good. And all during my creating process, I would take this thing and I would put it together because I want to see if it worked. All during the creating process. So that even made my lines and my creases even more in depth. Okay. This is what it looked like when I copied it. So you can see where I had worn the creases because I kept folding and kept folding. People say they do not like that. I love it. I think it adds character to the zine, and to me it's an easier process. Okay? That's just my opinion. All right, this is the last one that I'm going to share. This is one. Now, this one, I inked all of my edges. On this one, I did no inking, but this is my original. Okay? And once again, all doing this original, I will stop. I will fold because I wanted to get a feel of what it looked like. So, my lines are kind of worn. When I made the copies, this is what it looked like when it came out. Now, you all, it does depend on what type of copy you use. I do not use my home printer to print out my copies because I do not like the way that they look. They are not rich. The colors are not vibrant. It don't come to life. When I go to the Office Max, Office Depot, or any of those copier places, the copiers, I don't know, are a better copier. And so therefore the pages just pop out and they be so bright, vibrant, and they come to life, and I love it. So for me personally, I make all of my copies in the store. Okay, and let's talk about that because some people was asking how much does it cost, or is it cheaper for you to do it at home? In my opinion, for me, it's just best for me to just go ahead on to a copier store and make the copies. If you go to Office Max, the copies are 59 cents a color copy, right? If you go to some place like the FedEx store, you're going to pay 69 to 69 cents a copy. One store I went to, and I can't remember who it was. It wasn't an Office Max, though, and it wasn't a FedEx. It was another type of packing store. I just ran in because I saw it. The copies were 79 cents a color copy. So you all know where I get my copies from. Office Max, 59 cents, and call it the day. But you get a beautiful, beautiful copy of your zine. And everything comes up so vibrant. Everything is just, beautiful. You could see the raised items, embellishments that's on the copy, that's on your original in the copy. Is just really, really nice. I like that effect. So, it's 59 cents at Office Max per color copy. And it's just a beautiful thing. So after you make your color copies, all you have to do is go in and do your cutting and do your folding the same way as you started the original. I hope this cleared up some questions and some concerns. If not, you all leave it down in the comment box or private message me or send me an email, and I'll try to explain it or answer any questions to the best of my ability. But this is how you form a zine. I hope you all give it a try. It's no wrong or right way. It's your art. That's all it is. It's your art. So take a try at it and see what you come up with. And if you do try it out, I would love for you to send me the link of your video or send me some pictures of your zine. And even more, I would love for you to send me a copy. All right, until next time, you all stay blessed and keep creating.